Around 4 billion years ago, Mars had oceans and a thick blanket of air. These conditions could have supported life. For nearly 10 years, NASA's Curiosity rover has been exploring the planet's Gale crater. Long ago, the crater was probably a lake. Today, it contains rocks and soil. The Curiosity rover has studied these for clues that tiny life forms called microbes once lived there. In January, NASA announced that Curiosity might have found evidence that they did. A newly published study looks at tests Curiosity has done on Martian rocks and soil. The rover found carbon-12. This chemical is linked with life on Earth. Nearly half of Curiosity's samples contained high amounts of carbon-12. The scientists suggested a possible explanation. Long ago, microbes grew in Martian soil. Those microbes consumed and processed carbon. This produced a type of gas. The gas rose into the atmosphere. It was broken down into carbon by sunlight. The carbon rained down. It settled on Mars as dust. Christopher House was the lead scientist on the study. He says Mars may have hosted life in the same way as Earth once did. The Martian samples resemble Earth rocks from Australia from more than 2.5 billion years ago, he says. At that time, Earth's atmosphere was rich in the same gas. Curiosity's findings are not definitive. Paul Mahaffey is a retired member of the Curiosity science team. We would really need more evidence to say we've identified life, he says. Another explanation for the carbon could be a change in the Martian atmosphere. Energy from the sun could have made the carbon that rained down on the planet. Or a cloud full of carbon could have passed through the solar system and left some behind. We are being cautious with our interpretations here, House says, but that is the right approach when studying another world, such as Mars.